This is the romantic compatibility between an Aries and a Pisces. So, Aries is a fire sign, so they are very passionate, very high energy, and very motivated and excitable. Pisces is a water sign, so they have a lot of emotions, but they keep them more buried under the surface as opposed to an Aries. And they are also highly intuitive. They have a lot of psychic ability as well. And they're just very into their emotions. They're very sensitive creatures. So, Aries, being a fire sign, is very likely to get kind of fired up about things and be a little hot headed. So, they can be really quick to get excited too, but they can also be very quick to anger. However, their emotions come and go, and they're not really ones to suppress these feelings. They will just let it out and let it go. So, when an Aries gets easily agitated, they might say something or they might kind of yell a little bit, but then they'll let it go and they will quickly forgive. They're really not one to like hold a grudge over anything. Pisces, on the other hand, is being a water sign. They really keep their emotions deep under the surface. So they know how to stay cool. So it helps when an Aries and a Pisces is together. If an Aries is feeling very agitated, a Pisces is going to come in and really calm them down and really help them feel like much calmer and much more peaceful and just kind of damper down their emotions and, yeah, basically just cool them off from getting so fired up. But an Aries can come in and really bring that passion out of a Pisces. So a Pisces, they have really deep emotions and their waters run deep, but they don't always really show it on the surface. So an Aries can come in with this fiery energy and really bring out that passion and really get their Pisces partner to really bring their emotions to the surface and get excited about things. So, Aries is a cardinal sign, meaning they are like the initiators. They like to start things, begin new things. And Pisces is a mutable sign. So, they're more about endings and the ending of things. And they're also very like go with the flow. So, this dynamic works really well because the Aries kind of likes to be in control and take the lead, and the Pisces will just go along with it. So, whatever the Aries wants to do, whether they're deciding what they want to do for date night, or even when it comes to the overall relationship, like what direction do we want to take this relationship? Like, how fast do we want to go? How slow do we want to go? That's really in total control of the Aries, and the Pisces really just goes along with it, and they're honestly happy doing whatever makes their Aries happy. So that really works because the Aries just gets to be that leader, and the Aries is a born leader too, and the Pisces is really like a born follower. So that's a really great dynamic there. When it comes to planets, Aries is ruled by the masculine Mars, very passionate and very aggressive, and they're very action oriented, and they like to make moves and make progress, and they really like have so much energy too. They're very physical signs too, so Aries really likes to get out there and do stuff and be active. Whereas Pisces in ancient astrology is ruled by Jupiter. This is the largest planet of our solar system, and Jupiter is just a very lucky planet, very happy go lucky. So while an Aries with this Mars energy likes to like go after what they want and like work for their goals and like put in the effort, Pisces, on the other hand, likes to kind of just take a step back and sort of just let their blessings come to them. And instead of putting in the work, Pisces takes more of this like passive approach and is like, if it's meant to be, it'll come to me very easily. And if it doesn't work out, then it's not meant to be, that type of thing. Whereas Aries is like, if I want something, I want it now. So those are kind of opposite energies. but they can definitely balance each other out because the Aries can kind of encourage their Pisces to get out there and kind of do more. The Pisces is sort of known for kind of just wanting to sleep all day and just kind of like hang out and just stay in, stay home. Where the Aries is really going to get them to get out of their shell and actually do stuff and try things. And then vice versa, it works out because the Pisces can kind of calm the Aries down and be like, all right, like you can take a deep breath, like you don't have to accomplish everything at once, like we could just take it easy, we can just slow down. So they even each other out that way. And then Pisces, also in modern astrology, is ruled by the planet Neptune. And this is like the dreamy planet, it's the ocean planet. So, again, Pisces is very like go with the flow, like swimming in the water, because they're like a little fish swimming through the streams. And they're kind of like in this fantasy world too. Pisces is like very disconnected from reality, and they're very often they're just disassociating from reality, and they're very in their heads, and they don't really communicate what they're thinking. They're just so in their heads and they're so in their minds, and they just have this whole entire world inside of their head. So Aries can come along with like this high energy and really pull them out of their heads and really get them to actually, stop. While it's good to have dreams and fantasies, Aries really encourages the Pisces to like actually make that dream a reality and actually do something about it, and there's a time and place to take action. And then again, like the Pisces works on the opposite end, and they really cool down the Aries and is like, it's not just about always being on the move. Like, you don't have to always be doing something. Like, you don't have to have this constant urge to feel productive. Like, you can just like chill out, and you can kind of be in your head, and you can reach this like more intuitive level. It's not always about the physical. So, Aries is ruled by the first house of the self and brand new beginnings. So, again, Aries has that like initiator energy. They really like to do new things, they like to jump into new things and try new things. And Pisces is the last and 12th house of the zodiac. So, whereas Aries is the beginning, Pisces is the conclusion. So, Pisces is really like the oldest and wisest of the zodiac. So they do have a lot of wisdom, and when it comes to the choices they make, like they're very self-reflective, and yeah, they just make like really wise decisions, and they kind of have like this old person type of energy where it's like they've seen it all, they've done it all, like they're not really that interested in really going out. Like a Pisces just kind of usually just wants to stay home all day, or just like be in their heads and just do what's most comfortable for them. Whereas Aries is more of like that hyper energy, and they're like, I want to try this, I want to do this and that. So in some ways it can be conflicting because the Aries wants to do more things and like try new things, whereas the Pisces sort of is uncomfortable with starting over, and they would rather kind of just sit back and just be in this like passive and reflective energy. But again, that can be a good thing because the Aries really pulls them out of their head and brings them back to reality. And whereas Pisces brings this like dreamy and fantasy energy into Aries, into the Arians world. Um, so Aries is ruled by the ram. So tiny yet mighty. Aries has a lot of confidence, and they will rush forward into anything even before they're ready. Usually they aren't ready, and they will just dive right into something. They like to face conflict head on. They can be very confrontational too. They would rather kind of acknowledge a problem and just fix it and be done with it, rather than like suppressing it and just letting it kind of linger. Whereas Pisces is ruled by the fish, and it's actually two fish. One is swimming upstream, one is swimming downstream. So Pisces sort of has like this inner conflict, sort of like part of them just is very passive and just wants to let go and just go with the flow, but there's definitely another part of them that struggles to actually let go and to actually put that next step forward and begin again and make new changes. So Aries comes in with this energy that encourages them to kind of start over and do brand new things, and then whereas Pisces, slows down the Aries and it's like, let's pause for a second. Let's think about what we learned. Like let's think it over first. Um, so yeah, when it comes to arguments or confrontation, the Aries wants to address it right away. The Pisces definitely shies away from conflict. They would kind of rather just like shove it away and not deal with it. They'll kind of just go along with Aries, and if their Aries is getting mad, the Pisces will just sort of like let them yell, kind of let them let it all out, and they'll just take it, and then from then on you can just move forward from it. So um, yeah, and then the chemistry overall is really great. Aries being a fire sign, they are just very passionate lovers and they're extremely physical too. So they have that high attraction with their partner, and the Pisces definitely feels that on the physical level. The Aries really brings that physical passion into the bedroom. The Aries really likes to try new things too, so it never gets boring. The Pisces is super flexible, so they will go along with it. Don't expect the Pisces to bring up trying new things, but once the Arian is like, I want to do this instead of that, the Pisces will pretty much 99% of the time be like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So the Pisces, and the Pisces brings this watery, like emotional experience to the bedroom. So it becomes more of a spiritual experience, and it definitely goes beyond the physical in that way. Um, yeah, so that's all I have. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to also take a look at your other signs, sun, moon, rising, and also your Venus.